LEC Week 2 Day 1 Vitality versus Fnatic. So interesting draft by Vitality. They ban out the Aatrox. It shows they don't want to first pick the champion. They'd rather first pick something else. And Fnatic, they see the Aatrox ban, and then they ban out the Sejuani. They're saying, okay, you can have the Irelia, but we don't want to deal with Irelia Sejuani combo. And then we get the Xin Zhao Lucian in return. Vitality takes Jace Alistar 2-3, pretty interesting. I'm not sure if Jace is a triple flex for them, but no matter what, it's a double flex, so that's kind of annoying to deal with. And then Fnatic take the Braum. So you have the Lucian, Braum, Xin Zhao. You're going to have a lot of pressure bot side. Get bot river control for sure. And they ban out the Karthus. Karthus has had a lot of success in LEC for sure. I think that Karthus is undefeated. And the Victor would actually be really annoying with this team comp, because Victor can go bot lane or he can go top, and maybe Fnatic wants to pick a tank and they just want to see where everyone is going. They don't want to deal with not knowing who is bot lane, who is top, who is mid when they're last picking. So they ban the Victor. Vitality bans Lissandra and Ornn. Lissandra's pretty good into both of these with Aftershock. So Fnatic goes Galio. I really like this core 4. You should be able to dictate the early game for sure. You win 2v2s early. Your bot lane should have pressure with Lucian, Braum. Should have bot river control, be able to get dragons, be able to swap when you want to for Rift Herald, or just let your Braum roam for Rift Herald. Vitality respond with Kai'Sa Gragas. So Kai'Sa Gragas to me it's kind of greedy, because you know you're not going to have bot pressure now. Lucian's good into Kai'Sa. The Irelia Gragas is strong 2v2 once they're 6. But against Xin Zhao Galio, I'm not sure how that 2v2 goes. It's pretty up in the air. And you have the Jace top. So you have pressure top. I feel like if this team's not too far behind mid game, or if they're even or ahead mid game, they should feel really good and be able to win the game for sure. But Fnatic should be able to dictate this game. And they take the Poppy. So Poppy, not the best matchup into the Jace, but it has really good utility this game. Gragas, Irelia, Alistar, pretty much everyone can get stopped by W. But Jace is going to get his items. Jace is going to get farmed. He's going to be a split push threat unless it's Xin Zhao camps topside. So I'm curious to see what Broxa does this early game, whether he stays bot side, lets the Poppy stay on an island, or if he tries to pressure the Jace, kill the Jace, stop the Jace from getting farmed. So early game they get the ward, and they invade. Yeah, they invade. So they have sweeper. You have to pull the red buff into this bush, and then if Vitality face checks you, you have to fight them. Looks kind of risky. Yeah, it looks like they were really afraid to fight. So what's really risky about going for these is the Xin Zhao early pressure is really core to this team comp, where the Gragas falling behind isn't too core for this team comp. Like, you know that Xin Zhao's going to have pressure early game. You're just trying to shadow the Xin Zhao and make sure he doesn't get too many successful ganks off, so that you can get to the mid game and have a really strong 1-3-1. But if the Xin Zhao falls behind here and Vitality can like farm decently with the Irelia, with the Kai'Sa, have the Jace not really care about the Xin Zhao, then this game's going to be pretty hard for Fnatic. He has to burn flash as well. Braum has no Psalms. Okay, so Brox has to go to his red. Pretty much if you're in Brox's situation, you want to get a crab if you can, and then you really want to clear your raptors and krugs. Because once you get your respawn of raptors, krugs, at least you're going to be fine in terms of levels. You're still going to be behind some gold because Gragas is obviously going to be clearing other camps, but raptors, krugs give so much XP. So he's expecting a gank and he counter ganks. So that's really big. Gragas flashed and didn't get a killer and assist. And I mean, mid lane's a little fucked. But at least he got the solo kill. But it's freezing towards the Aurelia. And the Jace is so happy right now. He's seeing the Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao can't really gank his lane. He saw his HP mid lane. He's up 12 CS. So it looks like the Jace is going to have pressure on the Poppy for like the whole game. I don't think Xin Zhao is going to really do much top. Vitality does have this river control. Brox is doing a good job of just being where the Gragas is though. When you're playing Xin Zhao at this point and you're behind, the best you can do is just make sure your laners don't feel the Gragas pressure too much. So he's doing a pretty good job of that. Gives up the crab, takes his wolves. Gragas lane gank bottom. Brox is kind of close. Oh, is he smelling it out? Just waiting for the combo. Alright, so pretty boring early game. The Gragas is getting a pretty big lead on the Xin Zhao, but at least Xin Zhao is getting his raptors and krugs on respawn. Gragas goes for the invade. I think that's kind of risky. He hasn't bought in a while. He gets it. He's level 6. He wants to get this crab. Alright, so this is pretty interesting. Fnatic is swapping topside. They have a wave slow pushing. And there is an Infernal. Alright, so Vitality see this. They have the Alistar base and Kai'Sa stays bottom. So Vitality's trying to damage control while the Kai'Sa is bot lane. This puts a lot of pressure on Fnatic because now Fnatic have to say, alright, we're losing a lot bottom. We have 5 people top, we gotta do something. We gotta take this Rift Herald, we gotta dive them, we gotta use our numbers advantage or else we're falling behind. Wow, he just gets one shot. If Fnatic doesn't win this fight, then the game's in a pretty bad state for them. What is that? So that's 2 for 2. That's still pretty good for Vitality. I mean, that's a 4v5 fight. 2 for 2. Kai'Sa's free farming the whole time. If Kai'Sa has Storm Razor right now, that's pretty bad for the Lucian. Yeah, he does. So now that Kai'Sa has Storm Razor, and Lucian doesn't have Bork yet. So that feels really nice for the Kai'Sa. They do get this Fire Drake. It's because they got first push mid lane, so they don't know where Aurelia is. Aurelia has to show mid. So that's good for Fnatic to recognize that. Xin Zhao pressuring bot side. The Gragas is wasting a lot of time, to be honest, around mid. He's actually down farm against his Xin Zhao now just because he's been ganking so much. Alright, so Braum uses his window to go top. They don't get this kill. Irelia has prio here, so they have to be careful because Irelia is moving first. Yeah, it's Galio, but having an Irelia join this fight, a pretty nice cleanup. Wow. They definitely messed that up. At least they got the Gragas. Alright, so Jace has 2 kills now. He has his cleaver. Is probably gonna have Ghostblade soon. Vitality should feel really confident in this mid game. The Kai'Sa's farming up nicely. Their Jace is gonna be really strong split push. The Irelia has been farming up as well. The Xin Zhao hasn't had the early game pressure that a Xin Zhao should have. So I want to see them play for this Rift Herald. Or I guess it's a dragon coming up. So they want the dragon. They took control of bot river. Pushing mid, pushing bottom. So Kai'Sa and Irelia are both based. It's just confusing because they've been setting up for this dragon. Gragas and Alistar are still here. They could easily sack this and go take a Rift Herald trade. But as soon as Kai'Sa and Irelia are based, you're kind of sacking the dragon for sure. Like Fnatic's gonna see, alright, we got mid and bot push. They're either sacking mid and bot or they have to get the waves. So Vitality actually wasted a lot of time there. So now they get control of top side. They could have done this before, like a minute ago. So at least they got the Rift Herald. They do sack mid wave. So Vitality need to get this set up. They have a really nice 1-3-1. They're in the lead. Their core 3 can get vision control as well. So you have a situation where all 3 lanes can win. You just need to play around vision well and make sure that you can get the waves crashing on turrets. Whoa, this is not your window. So look at this. Jace is missing bottom. Poppy's on the wave. Jace is missing, guys. Like, you can't... Fnatic, you cannot contest this. What are you doing? Oh, he gets 2 kills. 3 kills. So that's a 3 for O. Summon the Rift Herald. Go to Baron. So unless Nemesis gets like a massive taunt. Okay, I like what Jace did. So Jace just... He saw the only way this can go really badly is if Galio gets a really nice flash taunt. And so he jumps on the Galio as soon as he sees him. 2 for 1 and they get Baron. Obviously worth it for Vitality. They just need to get the right setup now. So wait for the respawns, play around waves. As long as no one dies and you get the setup, your 1-3-1 does all the work. How are they already fighting? God, so that's 1 death. So now I have to wait for Alistar respawn. Top wave's in a... How's... Alright, so now I have to wait for Gragas respawn. So that's probably half their Baron gone, at least. Actually, they had to wait for death timers already. So they lose the dragon. Maybe they'll have a minute left of Baron once they have their respawn champions. They get control of top side. Jace is stacking bottom. They don't have the time to play 3 lanes now. So Jace has to run mid. They have 4 top. This is good. You have to run at 5v4 and Jace is pushing mid. Alright, they probably can't get much. The Baron's probably gone soon. So not bad for Fnatic. I mean, they're only down 3k. They lost a 20-minute Baron. I really want to see Vitality set up their 1-3-1. They legitimately win in every single lane right now. Alright, so Jace's bottom, Aurelia's top. I like what Attila's doing here. A lot of AD carries, they'll try to pressure anyway. You have Gragas in the jungle, Alistar's in base, just S key. You have nothing better to do. Just wait for the wave, wait for your team. Once your team's there, then you can clear the wave aggressively. So thank you, Attila. This is good too. I'm assuming that they call out that Poppy's here. Poppy's not bottom. They don't contest the vision. They're waiting. Jace is getting bought for free. This Jace is massive. He went for a Duskblade. Holy. So he's max CDR and really nice pen. Alright, so Jace backing, everyone based. So they're resetting as a team. Baron's up. They need to set up control around this Baron. Fnatic already has 3 dragons. Alright, they have to wait for Aurelia to get back on the map. Playing patiently, wait for Aurelia, don't do anything yet. So Aurelia cleared top wave, so wants to go top soon. Clear the wave again, Aurelia. This is nice. I like the way they're playing this. So Jace has a choice whether to hover up to mid, or hide and push the spot wave. So he's choosing to hide. He's going to pressure again. The Poppy's going to show bottom. Seemed a little early. No one's showing top. Like, you need to play the waves here. You also have options. So what you can also do in these situations is Jace can hover down, like clear the wave and hover down, push, like catch mid wave, and have like Kaisa and Gragas start Baron. And then after they start Baron for like 5 seconds, then the rest of the team can come. But you still have to play the waves. Like no one is top. You're kind of just opting into a 4v4. So if they think they're really strong, then I'm down for this, but I really is the one face checking. You can't really have that. Okay. Do they go for Baron? They must. Vitality's mid game just in general has been really weak. Last week they just kept on starting Baron in front of people's faces. This week they're doing the opposite. They're afraid to start Baron. Alright, 1 for 1. So no Baron, not bad. If you can't get... Alright, so that was number 1. That was attempt number 1 to set up Baron. They found it really hard to play the window, play the vision game, playing through waves. So if they want to try to do this again, I expect them to pull the Jace down or have Jace play really aggressive on the bot turret. But him just hiding and pressuring the Poppy didn't seem to do much. Good attempt. That's too much. They have no ultis now. Jace is still bottom. This is good. Jace. So Jace is coming. Is Fnatic gonna... Does Fnatic really want to fight this though? They have no ulti on Poppy or Bomb. Oh wow. I kind of wish Fnatic just sat back and waited for Vitality to mess up again. Because I don't think Vitality actually know how to set up a Baron. The times they've gotten Baron have just been random fights that they win and then they go to Baron. Like last week, they lost the game because Olaf just had Flash Smite and they didn't know how to do Baron against an Olaf with Flash Smite. So, really risky strategy from Fnatic this game. I wish that they just trusted their comp to play out normally. Don't really go for the invade, just start red buff on Xin Zhao and path to bot side. Or you can even do the, I mean, you can start blue, but he should start red buff. He should start red, path down, maybe get top crab, or just go red to bot crab. But I don't know. Once Xin Zhao got behind and Vitality got a good early game, it seemed kind of on Vitality to mess up. Fnatic had interesting map plays, but that top 2-for-2 trade when Kai'Sa was still bottom definitely didn't help. But Vitality need to have a better mid game for sure. Like this dragon, this Earth Dragon, the whole like wasting time for setup is pretty intense. Oh, there you got it. So yeah, like look how much time they're spending setting up this vision. Kai'Sa just bases. I really have bases. Gragas and Alistar are still in the area. If you're playing for item spikes, like Gwynzoo's is a really important buy. Just recognize it sooner and play towards Rift Herald. This is so much wasted time. But yeah, Vitality do seem to understand how to team play really well. So if they keep getting teams to fight them away from Baron and not play the vision game, then I expect them to have a pretty good record and do well, or at least make it to playoffs and maybe get top 4. But I don't know. Seems more of like a 6th place team to me.